Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be answering some pregnancy questions. Oh, let me show you my bump. I am 30 weeks and a couple days. Today is Friday and on Monday I turn a new week. So yep, and I'm feeling really good. So I'm super excited to answer some questions that y'all asked me over on my Instagram. And some questions, the last video I did, I think I was like 15 weeks. So I was in my first trimester and things have changed. I'm now in my third. I have like 10-ish weeks left of pregnancy. I mean, who knows, around there. And so yeah, it's kind of crazy how fast it's gone. So if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at one of these things. I got too tired to write all the questions on here, so I'm gonna look at my phone. So anyway, I'm gonna start off with a basic one. Cravings and aversions. There was a long while where I could not stand onions. So Bobby would make onions and I was like, Bobby, you cannot make onions in the house anymore. Like, you just cannot. I will throw up. So that was the one big aversion I've had. But nothing else really. There would just be things like if I just didn't crave vegetables, or I ate an apple and I threw it up, like just things like that. But cravings, nothing too crazy, like I said, but I definitely have been loving more spicy foods, been loving cinnamon more. Like I have the last couple days I've craved like cinnamon rolls, and then also like peanut butter and jelly flavored things, not necessarily just a peanut butter and jelly, but just like the flavor. That was a really long answer to that question. People are wondering this, my birth plan, do I have a birth plan, what I want? So I don't have a written down birth plan, which I probably will like look up a template online or talk to a friend or someone that's had a baby. And I get really caught up in expectations, and I know my body can do it, and I know that he's hopefully gonna come out healthy, and he's gonna come out and it's gonna be fine no matter what happens. And I'm not too particular on certain things, but I will say, so, and a lot of people are asking like natural, epidural, all this stuff. So I guess this is like an all-encompassing question answering these things. But I am undecided, not necessarily undecided, but more like I'm gonna see how it goes. And if I get in there and contractions are really terrible and I'm tired and my body is just like not able to get through it, where when I start pushing I'm too tired, like something like that, then I'll get an epidural. But if I'm in there, I hate needles. Like, for me to get shots is so hard for me. Like, I will not do it unless I'm forced, not because I'm against medicine, I just cannot stand needles. And so the idea of having an epidural kind of freaks me out. But that's why I'm like, oh, we'll see. But I would love to try and do it naturally. I don't know. I don't have a full-on birth plan, but that's the gist. I'm not against an epidural, might get one, might not, we'll see. And then I got a lot of questions about names. Do we have a name? We don't. It's kind of, yeah, we don't have a name. But someone also asked, do you like unique names or more traditional? Definitely unique, and that's probably why it's hard to find a name. But not so unique that it's like a famous person name, you know what I mean? I don't know, except one of the names Bobby likes is like something that a famous person would name their kid. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to be doing the baby names I love but might be using, and I'm just gonna put all the names that are on our list in this video. I will have that at some point. I got a few questions like this as well. Have you always wanted to be a young mom? And yes, I have always wanted to be a young mom, I guess. A mom for sure. Like, I've never had a big career goal dream or something that I'm like, I want to be a doctor or anything like that. My one thing that I've known that I've always wanted is to be a mom, and I always knew that I probably wanted to be a younger mom. I said by 23 I'll probably want to have kids, and it's kind of worked out that way. I'll be 22 when I have my baby, but then I'll be 23 like a couple months later. Anyway, yes. And then also someone asked, did nannying help you prepare to be a mom? Obviously I'm not a mom yet, so I don't really know, but I feel I haven't been stressed about having a baby at all, and I don't know if it's just like the Holy Spirit giving me peace and comfort in this time, or I just feel pretty prepared, or I'm really naive. There's things I'm nervous about, breastfeeding and sleep training and sleep in general. And so those are like, that's territory that I don't know. Nanny can't help you with all that. But anyway, I do feel like Nanny probably has helped a ton with putting my mind at ease, knowing that I'm confident in taking care of a little tiny baby. I thought this was a really cute question. You have a human growing inside of you. Can you explain how that feels? And I just think that's a cute question because really, if you think about it, it's so cool. This thing ever, like what it feels like. At first, you don't feel much. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm getting a little bit like bloated feeling, looking. And then now I'm at the point where like I feel him move all the time. I'm getting emotional thinking about it because I'm just like, it's so special to me. And oh my gosh, I'm hormonal, but it feels like the coolest thing ever. And like you can just see him move and feel him. And I don't know, it's so cool. There's a lot of things that come with it that I think can be really hard, but also just like, wow, it feels really crazy. And Bobby's always like, I can't believe you have a little person in there. I'm like, I know, it's crazy. When kicks and movements kind of just feel like butterflies at first, and then like kicks feel just like little popcorn, and if you feel it with your hand, it just feels like a little bubble kind of, but stronger. And then now it's like wiggles, so it feels like you're on a roller coaster, but just your belly. So I've gotten a few questions, which I think this is a funny thing, not really funny, but a couple of very similar questions to the gist of this one. How does it feel being a petite person with a belly? Does it feel heavy? I'm 5'1". I'm definitely petite. What I've learned is you cannot compare yourself when you're pregnant because I mean, every single body and baby carry differently, look differently. But I will say when you're short, the baby has nowhere to go but out. So at this point, I don't have a rib. Like, it sucks because the smallest part of my body was my rib cage. And like when I wore dresses, I loved it because I always was insecure about my legs. Anyway, we're not going to go on like an insecurity tangent. But when you're petite, like, I don't know if you can even tell. I used to be like, oh, small on my rib cage, like I have a pretty small rib cage, but when you're pregnant it kind of just all goes out. And baby, my stomach is like right here, so it's like when you're smaller, I think the baby just doesn't have as much to go, which some women that are small, short, it doesn't even matter. So anyway, I don't feel heavy. Like, if that makes sense. There's times where I'm like, oh my goodness, like I feel stretched. Another question that I got was about like body image and weight gain and how that's been. So I want to be very honest, and I feel like I'll talk about this more maybe like postpartum or just like at the very end of the pregnancy, but you gain weight when you're pregnant, and some women don't because they have morning sickness in the first trimester. But in the end, most women probably gain weight unless you're sick the whole time. I'm not really sure, but like I said, everybody's different, so I'm not gonna even say that. But yeah, so for me, I have gained, I'm 30 weeks, and so far I've gained like 25 pounds, which in the normal body healthy weight range, which is what apparently I was before, it's 25 to 35 pounds. So if I gain 10 pounds in the next 10 weeks, that makes sense, kind of. So if I gain 35 pounds, it's kind of what I feel like it's gonna be, because baby has to grow. He has to be big, and so right now I think he's like about 3 pounds, maybe more, and he's probably more than 3 pounds, and he gains like half a pound every week or something. What I'm trying to get at here is, before I was pregnant, I talked about this in a What I Eat in a Day. I ate so minimal, and being pregnant has made me realize how restrictive and how unhealthy my eating habits were. Truly unhealthy. Just like, I would not allow myself to have any, like, not special foods, but like in my head those were like pastas and breads, unless I would go to like my mother-in-law's, and I would eat like normal. But anyway, so being pregnant has made me realize it was not normal that I wasn't eating 3 meals a day. And so in the beginning, what I'm getting at here, first trimester I gained more than they said. I think I gained like 6 pounds, and you're supposed to gain like 0 to 4 or something, which that's not like that much more. they give you this like chart and this weight thing of the average, but not everyone is going to meet that. And so that's for all the people that are worried about it, because I wanted to hear real people's experience with gaining weight because I was so nervous about it. So that's all I have to say, I think. Now I don't even know if I answered the question. Someone asked, how is your husband during your pregnancy? Does he act excited or nervous? So he is not one to worry or get worked up about anything. He's very like level-headed. And yeah, so I think at first, like, he was like, I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. That's kind of what he was saying in the beginning. But now I think it's just like at night we'll just lay in bed and like watch my belly and feel him move, and we're just getting excited to meet him and to have him here. And so he will just be like, oh, wouldn't it be so fun? He's gonna be like sitting here in the bed. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be so fun to not sleep. But no, it will be so fun and special. But he's been really good through pregnancy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna answer some more questions about this type of thing, but pregnancy for me has honestly been pretty easy. I haven't had any like big things where I really struggled, and so it's not like he's had to deal with me being sick all the time or all these extra things, except in the first trimester. And he handled it all really well, and it's just like, it's sweet. Like I've been having acid reflux lately, and one day he just like, I had been complaining about, one day he just came home with Tums, and he's like, here, I got you some Tums because you said you had acid reflux. And it's just like sweet things like that. So he's been handling it really well, but it hasn't been this like big thing where he's had to like really take care of me. But yeah, he's been doing good. He like helped with the nursery and stuff, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, we're having a baby, but we'll have moments of like, oh my gosh, we're so excited. Hope I answered that question. I don't know. Someone asked if I'm scared to give birth, and I think I talked about this kind of. Our bodies are made to do it, and so I'm not really scared. I'm more excited like to experience it and to meet him. And yeah, I think in the moment I will be freaking out a little bit, but as of right now I just feel like excited, and I'm just remembering our body is made to do it, and he's gonna come out hopefully healthy and all that. I got a few questions kind of like this. Has it been an enlightening experience or kind of difficult? And then also like, how like it's helped you grow spiritually? So I feel like those questions kind of coincide. But yeah, so it's been a really awesome experience for me. Just really at peace. Before I got pregnant, I would have dips, extreme dips, and I think I talked about this in my testimony video, extreme dips of feeling sad, anxious, depressed, all that. And I haven't had that at all during pregnancy, so I think that that's helped with like overall just feeling really great that I haven't had those. So now I know I'm a little bit nervous for postpartum because of that, because pregnancy has been great for my hormones. I have felt so much more myself than I have ever felt, I guess. Yeah, other than the body looking a little different, but I've been feeling really good. And so I think it's been enlightening in that way. And then also just like spiritually, I was so worried for so long about not being able to get pregnant, but now that I am, I'm just like trusting God is so much more, like means so much more now. Like, okay, I actually just need to trust God because this is like in his control. And yeah, and then, or has it been difficult? There's been aspects and moments of like body image things that have been really hard, and more in the beginning as my body was changing, and I was gaining weight quicker than what they said you should gain. Okay, stretch marks or the dark line. I do have a line, and I would totally show you right now, but I'm in a jumpsuit so I can't. But it is like the little line that goes on your belly, and it's not like super dark, but I definitely have it. It doesn't bug me. I mean, I'm hoping that it goes away after. I know sometimes it takes a while, but honestly it's not a big deal. And then stretch marks. So stretch marks mostly are genetics from the research I've done and what I've heard. This is where I've gotten stretch marks on my thighs, like right, like up, like just right here, which that's the most like common place to gain weight, and so body is stretching right there and growing. But they don't really bug me because I've always had stretch marks on my legs, and I mean this, and I'm not over exaggerating. I have stretch marks from like the sides. Let me give you a visual. I have stretch marks from like here, like they're just like indents. They're not like purple, but from like here all the way down my leg, my butt, into my calf, like my whole thigh. And it's not like super noticeable unless I like am like my leg is straight and I'm bending it or something. So those stretch marks on my thighs that I've gotten are like, they're white and they just kind of match my other ones, and that doesn't bug me at all because I've gotten over that insecurity a long time ago. But my mom didn't get them, so, but she always has gotten like growing ones on her thighs and stuff. I don't know if she got them when she was pregnant. We'll see if I get them on my belly. But what are you most looking forward to about motherhood, and have any anxieties or fears? So what I'm most looking forward to is just raising a little human to be kind and to know Jesus and just be a reflection of him. Like, that's my biggest prayer, and Bobby says this too. Like, we just so badly want that, and we just really hope we can be good examples for him to know Jesus and to teach him about Jesus, and him to be a light and share Jesus in return too, and just be a kind, loving human. And but also that's a lot of pressure, and that's what causes a lot of anxiety, is that part, is like raising a person to be kind, and just hope you're doing a good job. That's like the biggest anxieties. And probably like at night when he's sleeping or just when he's napping, I'm probably gonna have a little bit of stress. I told Bobby, I'm like, I hope I'm not super anxious about things like driving and sleeping and like things where something bad could happen. But overall I'm feeling okay. What are unexpected symptoms? So weird symptoms are my gums kind of hurt for a little while, and like when I brush my teeth, like they would bleed in the beginning, and they would just hurt a little bit. Now it's a little bit better, but they're just more sensitive. And then also like heartburn, acid reflux, whatever. I haven't had a ton of like, that like stabbing, but I've had acid reflux. I think I've answered all of the questions that are the big ones that were asked. So thank you for sending questions, but I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have any more questions, you can message me here, comment, or message me on Instagram, and I'll try to get back to you. But yeah, I'm feeling really good and happy, so I don't really know, but I'm gonna try to have more videos out soon, hopefully. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to just keep documenting hopefully more of baby growth and baby things, and just leave your suggestions of videos you want to see down below, and I'll try to do them. So yeah, okay, I'll see you all in my next video.